and that's why I started my own job.
Yeah.
And actually, I never quit my own job.
Hi, this is Roger from You Entrepreneurial, and today's entrepreneur is a sales trainer, business coach and public speaker that helps other entrepreneurs and businesses to improve their growth and to master their mindset. What almost nobody knows is that his house was burned down, which allowed him to travel to Brazil at the age of 18 to do voluntary work for over 6 months. I'm really excited to meet him, so let's head inside. So welcome. Today we are here with Jaap Hulsmann, and we will start with a toast. Jaap, I see some water here. So first of all, where do we toast on today?
Good question. Yeah, normally it's champagne for you.
Exactly. So, but you prefer water?
Yeah. I'll dive a little deeper into that. But let's toast on love and connection.
Yeah, especially in this period right now.
Yeah.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers. It's a strange time we're living in right now. All the coronavirus, everything which is happening, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But luckily we are here today, and we can have this interview to share some inspiration and motivation about your background as well. So first of all, what kind of family do you come from?
What kind of family? A very lovely family. I'm the middle of 3. I have a bigger brother. Younger sister, 2 lovely parents, which are still together after I think 38 years right now.
Wow!
Yeah. It's been a long time for them.
Like nowadays, that's an achievement.
Absolutely, yeah. But a very nice family, warm. Yeah.
And do you have any entrepreneurs within your family?
I do, yeah. My mother used to be an entrepreneur. She's not anymore. She's retired now, but she still has it in her. And she, the fashion industry, the We.
The We fashion, yeah.
Yeah, actually, this is one part of the We comes from my family.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we have some entrepreneurs in the family.
Wow. So yeah. We is a famous brand in the Netherlands that is selling clothes in all the main cities. So it's
Correct.
Nice that you have a background with your family.
Yeah.
Within the We industry. So when did you know you had entrepreneurial talent?
When? Wow, that's a good question. I think it's in my early years already. When I was around 7-8 years old, I was the handyman in the neighborhood. So when there was something that needed to be fixed, Jaap was there. When your car needed to be washed, Jaap was there. So I was
It
shuffling.
started really small. Yeah.
It started really small. Yeah, I had my first door-to-door sales job when I was 8.
Oh wow!
I gave it to myself.
That's really so. Already a business owner at the age of 8.
Actually, I was. Yeah. And then I grew up until 15, and then I started my first real job as a paper guy. So I was throwing papers in the gardens these days. And then that was around 15.
15.
Yeah.
So at a really young age, you already knew you had entrepreneurial talent and you wanted to do something with it.
I always wanted to do something for myself. I wanted to earn my own money. My parents were not really rich, so all of my friends were, actually. I was living in a neighborhood, a pretty good neighborhood. And then I saw my friends going on holiday, and they all went to villas and very nice holiday parks, etc. And I was standing in my camp, at the camp.
The campsite, yeah.
Which was at that time, which was pretty cool. But when I grew up,
You have the ambition to.
I wanted more, and I tasted so much luxury around me that I was, I just wanted to earn more money, and that's why I started my own job. Yeah. And actually, I never quit my own job.
So about your own job, what is your business model you're currently running?
I have different kind of business models. I'm a business owner, 3 companies right now. In all companies I'm helping people. This is one of my core values, contribution, which I think is very important, for me at least. And my business model in one of my companies is, I'm a business mentor as well. So I help entrepreneurs growing their business actually from A till Z. And sometimes even further, then we start again and people grow and grow and grow, and you can walk the whole path, but afterwards you can do it again. So this is a one-on-one coaching sessions, private coaching. I also have my online programs, which is so half of my business is offline, half of my business is online. One of my other companies, I have a social media agency in which we help entrepreneurs grow their Instagram specifically.
Okay. Yeah.
And then on one hand we have our online program as well, so people can learn how to grow their Instagram, how to grow their followers, how to earn money with their social media. And at the other hand we have a lot of influencers which we promote, which we help growing their Instagram as well. And these influencers, we combine them with brands and companies, so they have the perfect match. So this is one of my other models, which is all done, not all, like 80% done online, and 20% done offline due to the material that we need to make for the content.
And why did you choose this specific business? Because 80% is online. Yeah. Did you choose to have 80% online, or did it just grow that way?
Actually, it's my second company. My first company is called Maximale Invloed, which is in English maximum influence. I think it's very important to have influence in your life, so you can choose your own path. You can choose how to think, what to do, which is easier said than done.
Yeah. It always looks way easier at the beginning.
Yeah, it first of all it sounds really easy, and then you start doing it, and then you start recognizing your inner voice. Yeah. One is the devil and one is your angel, and then they're fighting all the time. And my challenge in life was to overcome my devil voice, and to be friends with my angel. So this is something I discovered, and this is also when I look back at my life, there has been a lot of strange moves in my life which led to the point that I'm here right now. Yeah. So I'm helping people to their ultimate mindset, how to think, why to think like that, how to focus, how to create your dream life.
Yeah. And to zoom in a little bit more on the challenges, I also read that your house was burned down at a really young age.
Correct.
How did this influence your life and your decisions?
Tremendously. It was in 2004. I just passed my exams, my HAVO.
Mm-hmm. You're around 17?
I just turned into 18, I think. And then it was the day after my exams. Wow. Actually, after I earned my diploma, and then I went to Amsterdam with some of my friends. We were toasting champagne in the Kalverstraat, not far away from here. And then we took the tram to the museum square, and then one of my friends from my hometown, he called me and he said, "Jaap, you will never believe what happened, but your house is on fire. I'm standing in front of your house, not really in front of your house because everything is baked. There's police, there's firemen, everything is closed, the whole street, but I can see the fire from your house." He said, "You have to come." Long story short, I was there. It has so much impact on me, because I lost everything.
I can't imagine how it will be to lose everything you have, like basically all your belongings are gone.
Yeah, you can or you can't?
I can't. I can't believe.
Yeah. Me neither. Now I can, but when you asked me before, I could never believe.
So this was a really big challenge, like back in the days.
It was a very big challenge, yeah. Actually, it led to a very beautiful story actually, because this happened. It was a big. I was really rock bottom at that time. I had nothing. I was homeless, really homeless. My house burned down. My whole family, thank God, they were safe.
Yeah.
But
that's the most important then in that case.
Absolutely, yeah. But a friend of mine who lived on the opposite of the street, he was not there at the time. He was in Brazil. He worked in an orphanage with kids, and he called me and he said, Jaap, I heard the whole story and it's terrible what happened, but I'm sure that in Brazil you'll be better off than there in the Netherlands. So why don't you come over here? So I took the plane, and in 3 weeks I was there, and everything changed for me. I discovered a whole new world.
Yeah.
Literally,
wow.
yeah.
It's an amazing story, especially from a challenge you made like an opportunity and go someplace else to help others out.
Yeah, it is an amazing story. Actually, it signed my whole life. Yeah. One of these, I had more challenges in life, but this was one very big one, and which led to Brazil. And in Brazil, I actually found out after 3 weeks, when my friend flew back to the Netherlands, that when I decided to stay in Brazil, I just didn't want to go back. So I don't have a house, I don't have any material left. I was a DJ actually. I was just in front of my breakthrough before this happened. I had my own drive-in show. I was driving through the whole country, big parties actually, and I really wanted to become a famous DJ. Yeah. But my whole drive-in show burned down as well. So my hobby, my job was gone. So I decided to stay in Brazil, and there I discovered so much more, so much more values which are important for me, like freedom. I was living on a big hill, surrounded by jungle, in the middle of nowhere. It was amazing, and I just figured out that my freedom was so important for me that in the Netherlands I actually didn't have that freedom. I was working and working. I was kind of in a rat race, like most of the people. And there I had time, and I had space around me, and there were no people if I wanted. So I could walk into the jungle, be myself, scream, shout, dance, whatever I liked. And with the kids, 70 children from 0 to 18 years old, which was a very psychological project for me.
I can imagine, yeah.
Because and this is my big breakthrough actually, which I had in Brazil. Not that I went to Brazil, but when I was there and my friend flew back to the Netherlands, I didn't even had a dictionary with me. I forgot to learn. I had no time to learn Portuguese.
The language,
yeah, and I was surrounded only by Portuguese people, by Brazilian people, and I had to learn the language. So it's very strange when you have to speak to one another, but you don't have any words to say. And then I discovered that communication is not only in words. It's in body language, it's in your tone of voice, it's in so much more. It's in your energy. And in like 3 weeks, I felt like I had a new family. And it was very important for me to feel that connection, because I was a little bit lost in the Netherlands due to all these circumstances. But the funny thing was, my first step in Brazil, actually it was already the time when I get out of the plane, it felt like I had no problem anymore. I was literally at the end of the world.
It really changed you as a human being.
Yeah, but my environment was totally different. I was in a tropical country. Everybody was standing with open arms, like they were expecting me, and please come here. You want to eat with us? You want to dance with us tonight? We have a party. People that I didn't know asked me to come with them. So I had a lot of friends in a short time. I felt very comfortable, and I discovered that communication is so much more than the words we use, which led to another very interesting discovery actually, because when I flew back to the Netherlands, first of all I decided to stay 1 month. I didn't get back. After 3 months, I was still in Brazil. Then I flew to Argentina to get a stem. I flew back to Brazil.
To stay longer. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I fell in love, and then after 6 months, I flew back to the Netherlands, and then I discovered in my first sales job that the skills that I've learned in Brazil, practically to look at people, how they react, how they act. Was so much more important than the words we use. So in my first sales job, I was crushing all the limits and the numbers, and they were asking, "How do you do that?" Yeah. I said, I don't know. I'm just being myself, but I'm listening to other people, and this is a very important discovery in the red line actually in my whole life, and also in my private coaching, and I've been doing NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and hypnotherapy, and I've worked with energy. So always with people, always helping people.
So this challenge was like a really big opportunity for you.
Absolutely, yeah.
So if you look currently in your business, what are some challenges you're facing within your business at the moment?
At this very moment? We just toasted on a strange time. I said love and connection. We're having this interview during the coronavirus, which is spreading. We don't know where it is, and this is something which is a very important subject with my customers, my clients as well. I call them my partners. When I work with someone from the very first moment, I see it as my partner, so I make the decisions that I should make for myself. Yeah. So these are always the best decisions, I guess. And my partners, they have the same situation, but other thoughts maybe, other people around them, other challenges in their business, because not everybody is a business mentor as I am. So, for example, one of my clients, he has a restaurant which shut down. Yeah. 250 people on a daily basis. Wow. Normally around 15 people or more working on a daily basis in his restaurant, and now
everything is shut down.
Everything is shut down, which means...
So your challenges are basically your clients' challenges.
Exactly. Yeah, my challenges are always my clients, which is nice because I help them grow. Which forces me to grow on a daily basis as well, to keep on delivering new information, new stuff, new breakthroughs. Yeah.
So currently within your business, what is taking energy from you?
What is taking energy from me? Not that much, to be honest.
Yeah, that's good.
It's very good, and I think it's purely mindset game. Most of the people I see are focusing on fear right now, due to the coronavirus, of course. Where is it? What can happen? And everybody's focusing on the what if, and then the bad stuff. And my challenge is to help people see that there is another what if as well. What if?
Seeing the opportunities.
Yeah. What if this brings us more opportunities? What if this brings us more love and connection? What if this means that we have to think more consciously about ourselves? What if this, and then etc. etc.
So you try to change basically their mindset.
Yeah, all the time.
That's your goal.
All the time. Yeah.
And then on the other side, which is way more important, so what provides most of the energy within your business?
At the same time, my clients as well. Yeah.
With your clients' success or their responses, or
absolutely their success. Yeah, their success is mine as well. There's a project where I'm busy with right now, which I'm creating a whole new academy, the Mindset Academy, which is a very nice new project for me, with a new partner as well, an amazing content creator. And we start in just a couple of days, I guess. I hope so.
So we'll go live soon.
Yeah.
Awesome. Can you already share the name, so for the viewers that they know?
It is the Mindset Academy.
The Mindset Academy. Yeah. So within a few days, maybe when this interview is online, check it out.
Absolutely. Yeah. And otherwise, the mindsetacademy.nl.
The mindsetacademy.nl. Check it out. Yeah. If you look back to the first few months of your business, is there something you would have done differently now?
Depends on which business. I had several businesses.
Several businesses.
Yeah, and if you mean my current business?
Otherwise, let me reformulate the question. What was your biggest failure ever? And how did you overcome this failure?
That's a tough one. At that time, I didn't see it as a failure. Afterwards, I did. I had my own sales company for 3 years. And I was setting up sales teams, I was training them, and in 1.5 years I raised my company to 28 people.
Okay.
So it was my company. On a daily basis I was training 28 people, then I sent them on the streets selling stuff. Not random stuff, but if you know what I mean. Yeah. And then at one time there were working 3 guys who were friends of mine. So afterwards, I just gave them the opportunity. They were searching for jobs, and I said, just come working for me. I help you. You can earn a lot of money in the sales. It was a crazy time.
Is it all commission based? Or?
It was half commission based, half salary. And for some of them, actually for 15 of them, pretty high amount. It was just a small percentage commission, and most of their salary was paid by me.
Yeah.
And why is this important? Because at the time that 3 friends of mine were working with me as well, and they were part of the 28 people, one of them, they crashed in a car accident.
Oh wow.
Yeah, during his job and during my
your time basically.
It was my time actually as an employer. He was my employee, which was it was a terrible time for me. I was 22, 23.
So really big responsibility at that age.
Absolutely, because he died.
Oh,
it was not only a crash. It was in my car. It was with the 3 friends of mine. Only he died, and the other 2 But
the impact on
it was huge.
Yeah.
It was huge, and it was so I grew my company up to 28 people, and then in just a couple of weeks, nobody was attending. Everybody was drinking on the streets to lose their tears and share stories about Jonathan, which was the name of the guy who passed away, and it was very hard for me because I lost my company because in 5 weeks I earned a lot of money actually, but I was not very wise, so I was spending a lot of money as well.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. So I bought 3 cars in 2 months and stuff like that, crazy stuff. But it was just like that, and then my company fall apart. Everybody was staying at home, looking for each other, but everything but work. Yeah. So I had to pay them. So in 5 or 6 weeks,
your whole cash flow was basically gone.
Yeah, I had a debt of 50,000 euros, something around that, and all companies like that, insurance companies or other companies I had to pay. I was just lost at that time because there was so much pressure on me.
At a really young age.
Again, at a really young age, I lost my friend. I lost my colleague. I lost my actually my company was. I didn't lose it yet. But it was
on the edge of bankruptcy.
It was absolutely on the edge of bankruptcy, and then I decided I decided to hire someone else to train that guy. He was at an age of 48 years old at the time, to take over the company actually. At the same time, I did it. The reason why was that all the 28 people who were hurt as well, like I was, that they should not end on the streets. Yeah. That they could keep
continue
on going
with your life. Yeah.
Absolutely. So
and also help them with the big accident that happened and how to
Yeah, I was.
How to manage themselves.
I had to figure out all stuff with the family of Jonathan, for example. I didn't know anything about this. Then there was the funeral. I had to pay it because it was my responsibility. I didn't know that, but it was during work. Okay. So everything which happens during work, I didn't have that insurance.
I didn't know that as well.
No, me neither. So it
taught you like a really big lesson back in the days.
It was a very big lesson, and that lesson came afterwards, because this is not a real answer on your question. Your question was what is my biggest failure? This happened, but all the days afterwards, this was my failure. I was telling myself, actually I was asking myself, what will happen today? I hope it will not be the same as yesterday. So I was only focusing on bad results. I was focusing on retention of my employees, but everybody stayed home. So I was focusing on negativity, which I didn't do because my emotions were very high. I had to focus on my company, I had to focus on myself, but I don't even have the time to focus on myself. So this was a very important lesson for me afterwards, because I learned, I read a small book, which is called Zen and the Art of Happiness, one of my favorites. But at that time I read it and I threw it away in the corner of my room, and I said, what kind of crazy stuff is this? And you know what I read? It said, everything that happens is the best that can happen to you.
That's interesting.
So I was reading this during that period of time, and I just lost my colleague, my company, my friend.
So what best for me?
Why is this the best thing that happened? What a bullshit. But I didn't understood what was written down there in that book. That little red-orange book, Zen and the Art of Happiness. So around 7 months later, I took the book, I read it again and again, 2 times, and then finally I understood what was in the book. It didn't mean that the accident was the best thing that could happen, but the way I could look at it could give me so much lessons, could give me so much insights on my path in life, so that I had to learn some very important lessons. And that was my breakthrough moment as well, 7 months later, that I started my personal development journey. I wanted to meet all my gurus, like Tony Robbins, like Richard Branson, Robert Kiyosaki, etc., etc. So I flew all around the world. I've seen them all. Yeah. Met them several times, and it was amazing. It was amazing. I was just meeting my gurus, which I only found on the internet or in the books, and it was strange to say it like this right now, but it felt like a virus, a personal development virus, and I wanted more, and I wanted more.
But your mindset changed.
Absolutely.
That is what it did.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you talk to a lot of entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
How would you describe the importance of a mindset when starting a business?
Mindset is everything. It's everything. It starts with mindset, and it ends with mindset. And when your mindset is right, it doesn't end. Yeah. So your mindset is not only good or bad. Now, mindset is not only good, it has a good and a bad side, because it depends on how you use your mindset, how you focus on that. Mindset is something like the glass is half full or half empty. How do you look at it? But it's the way you look at it, it's both mindset. And it's with your business, it's the same. No good mindset, no good business.
Exactly. Yeah. So is there a specific technique you could show for the viewers as well in order to manage their mindset? Is there like a trick you do?
A nice question. There is, yes, I can show a trick. The one very simple one, which is not really a trick, but I call it a mind trick. It's if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Maybe you know the quote, but there's so much wisdom in that. if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So it depends on the way you look at things, how you feel, how you react, how you act. So if you just ask yourself the question, how could this benefit me, for example, if you're feeling down or you're feeling depressed, how could this benefit me? Then you start asking questions which lead to positive answers. And this is very important. Always ask questions which lead to positive answers. Yeah, most people are asking themselves, why am I overweight? And they're getting the answers why they're overweight, which is not a very nice feeling. Why am I in this situation? And you're getting all these answers why you're in this situation, which you maybe don't like. But a very nice trick, which is to show you actually and let you experience that your limit is only in your head. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but maybe I just explain it while I'm sitting here. Normally you just stand up and then you keep your feet straight like to each other. And then maybe we can do it while we sit. Then you just point your finger in front of you. And then you look and you turn clockwise and then you go as far as you can, and then you stop and you see the point where you end. Just remember that point where you end, right?
Right here.
All right. But now you just keep on sitting in the same direction, and then now you need to close your eyes. So if you see this video right now, or if you hear it, I don't know, but you close your eyes, you point your finger in front of you, but not really. You just leave it like it is on your chest, on your legs, but in your mind, you raise up your hand, you point your finger in front of you, and now feel, act, and do like you're twisting your body, you're turning your body again clockwise, but now you do it in your mind and do it like you do it 45 degrees further. So turn, and the point you end, you just imagine that you get your arm in the same position as you started. And now one more time, it's just 2 times, do it 2 times. You raise your hand, not in real life, but just in your mind. Raise your hand, feel like you're raising your hand, feel your muscles. You're turning your arm again and again and again, but now you do it 100%, so the full clock around. Turn. Imagine that you're turning your arm 360 degrees, and then you come back in the starting position, and then you open your eyes. So this is a very small and fast exercise, but it's to understand the power of the mind, because now do it again, and turn around, and see as far as you can come. And then
it's way further.
it's way further, and it's the very strange part of this has nothing to do with your potential. But in the first place, I ask you to just turn around clockwise and go as far as you can, which has something to do with your potential. But now you see that in this small exercise that your potential comes from your belief, and your belief comes from results. So now in your mind you just did this exercise, and you saw yourself, you did it further than in reality, and then again 360 degrees, which is normally impossible. But in your mind it doesn't matter if it's possible or impossible. Everything is possible in your mind. You can travel wherever you want. So this is a small nice exercise.
So thank you for sharing, and for sure try it at home as well. Try to see how far you can go, and it's all about your own belief, basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you talked about freedom. I'm really interested. What is your definition of freedom, and why is freedom so important for you?
My definition of freedom is the it's in thoughts and actions that I can think and do what I want. It's very wide, but it's this is freedom for me. I had a time that I was always listening to other people, that the opinion of other people were very important to me. And I won't say that opinion of other people aren't important for me at this moment, but I don't listen to other opinions straight away. First of all, I'm just reflecting and listening to myself. So what am I hearing, and who is telling me this? And this is something in thoughts. And nowadays I just have my own thoughts. I choose wisely, but I choose only the things that I like, that I want in life. My actions in freedom. If I want to do something, I just
do it.
I just do it. Yeah. And of course there are limits. But when there are limits, I set my goals on these limits. Yeah. So when I see there's a limitation in my life, for example, I don't have a private jet, but if I wanted to have a private jet, and my thoughts were right now, oh, I wish I had a private jet, so I could fly wherever I want, in these times that all the airplanes are shut down, then I could, it's not like that, but then I could set a goal to get my own private jet. Yeah. It's not very likely here in Amsterdam, but
oh, why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone needs to be the first. Or
yeah. So it's in thoughts and actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you talk to a lot of entrepreneurs as well that want to start their own business. I'm really interested. What do you think is the main reason for people to stop chasing their own dreams?
Fear.
Is it fear?
It's fear, absolutely. Yeah, it's fear of failure. It's most people. We have two basic fears actually. One is the fear of not being good enough, and one is the fear of failure. So most people are very good in starting things, and all entrepreneurs are, but in finishing things, not really good.
No.
It's very hard. Why? Because the mindset is in the middle. And everybody will have his challenges, ups and downs. And when you do it well, it goes like this. And then you start, you started on the, you started down and you go up. But in the same time, always with ups and downs. But the downs sometimes they feel so hard, so difficult for many people that they just don't have the right mindset to overcome these hard times. And it's always fear. Yeah.
And I think for the people you help, you are true inspiration. So you already talked about 3 people that inspired you. So which would you say is like the most important person that inspired you during your childhood and also your business period?
Jim Rohn, absolutely.
And why?
Why? He's I feel this guy. Unfortunately, he passed away, but everything that he says is point on, and he connects. And I'm a very I'm a metaphor lover, so I know how people think. I know what happens in the brain. So we think in symbols, in images, in sounds, and if you only communicate with the words, and this was in the beginning of the interview as well, my discovery in Brazil, but if you only use words, it's very difficult to reach people. But the way he talks lets you imagine his words, and this is magical.
Basically what you just during the training as well.
Exactly.
I listen to your words and go further, and then in the end you'll be able to achieve the result.
Yeah, so what he does is everything he says, he connects to nature. So for example, if you want to grow your business, it's like a seed. You plant the seed. If you don't water it, it dies, like your company as well. If you don't water it, if you don't put the work in it, it dies. Yeah.
And you talked about successes, that basically your client successes are your successes.
Yeah.
So what is your definition of success?
It's in this particular context is when my clients reach their goals.
So if you fulfill basically the goal that they hired you for to achieve.
Yeah. We have personal goals. We have for personal growth. We have business goals, we have relationship goals, we have health goals, so in all different kind of areas.
And how do you relax and enjoy your successes?
I like the spa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like the spa?
No, I know some people who doesn't like it. I like massages,
Okay.
so I do it often. This is a relaxing moment for me. My wife and I, we toast, we party, we dance, we celebrate consciously. Yeah.
That's good, because sometimes people forget to celebrate the successes, which are so important.
Yeah.
So to finalize this interview, if I want to start a business today, which advice would you give me?
Good question. There's a model for which I use. Actually, I don't know if I figured out this model, or I think it exists. You have, on one hand, you need to know what your passion is. So what is it that you are really passionate about? What gives you a lot of energy? What can you do all day long? And then at the other hand, you need to look at your talents. So what is it that you can do easily? Which is no effort, no energy, almost no energy. So you combine passion and talents. This is what most people do. Not most people, but there are a lot of people who do this. But there's just one very important part missing, and this is the need in the marketplace. Yeah. So if you look at your passion, your talents, and then look at how you can, what are the needs in the marketplace, and then you have this spot in the middle, I call it the sweet spot, then you have your perfect job. And with job, I don't mean to be an employee, but as an entrepreneur as well. So if you want to start your own business, first look at your passion, your talents. Is it in your idea or not? Otherwise, I have seen so many entrepreneurs growing their business, quitting, growing another business,
no
quitting.
Demand for
There's no energy, there's no mission, there's no vision. Yeah. So it's very hard to get up early every day if there's no burning desire to do something very good.
I think that's really important, and thank you for sharing it with the viewers. So I would like to thank you for having this interview today and letting us use your space here, and hopefully we can meet in 1 or 2 years and see where your company is at that point in time. And I wish you all the best.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.